Okay. Hey, everybody, it's Jay Cradeur. Welcome to the dojo. This is Soul Coffee. They make the best latte, and they're just across the street from me. It's 8:10 in the morning on Friday, and this is the end of week review. And I guess the lesson to learn from what I'm going to show you is the power of the review. You're going to see how I made a mistake, and by going back, I was able to see the mistake and then see what else, how that would have changed my day. Specifically, I'm talking about Wednesday, which I actually did live trade, which you might have seen. So, all right, so let's get into this. Okay, so this is the Monday chart. Clean, couldn't ask for a better setup. Okay, the market went down, went up, went down, went up. Four sides, right? Clean, short, right? Ideal, like about 1 point. Broke, right? We got in. So at the 2 point stop loss. So that's something new. If you've been following me, I over the holiday. Let me come back to my full screen here. During the holiday, I went back and I researched 50 trades, and I looked to see if it made a difference if I had a 2 point stop versus a 4 point stop. And in 90% of the cases, it didn't matter. If it hit 2, it hit 4. And when it did hit 2 and not hit 4, the what I lost was totally overcome by how much I gained by every stop loss only being 2 points. So from now on, I'm only setting the stops for 2 points. And so statistically, that'll make me more profitable. And in terms of my mindset, it makes me much stronger because I have less on the line, less fear about stopping out because it's half of what it was before. So you'll notice my stops now are 2 points. All right. So as you can see, 2 points was plenty of stop for this one here, and it went for the full 12 points. Okay. So we got 12 on half and 4 on half, so that's a net of 8 points. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay, Tuesday. So you see, we had some nice action here, but it immediately pulled back. It didn't even trigger. Here again, we had kind of a sloppier one, but it looked like it was going to go. It never triggered. It immediately pulled back. And then we had this one, right? We got 3 sides, 1, 2, and 3. And we got the beautiful half a point break and close. And that just set us off. Here again, the 2 point stop worked perfectly. And we got the full 12. So again, a net of 8 points. All right, so this is the one where I learned a lesson. I learned a valuable lesson. So what happened, it was this is right here is what I'm talking about. Okay, so what you first see here is early we had decent, a lot of back and forth. It went up here, but then it just, I waited for a pullback, it pulled back, and it just kept going, and it closed down here. If I don't get it in that first candle, I generally don't jump on. You might have jumped on here when it came back, and you would have been golden, but I did not. And then here we have a nice, tight, but short compression zone. Only 3 candles, not 5. So I didn't catch this move, and that was kind of frustrating. Then here it topped right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you see this little candle right here was half a point. And for some reason, I passed on it. It was just fear, hesitancy. He who hesitates is lost, as my dad used to say. And I didn't take it right there. And that would have given me 4 points before it pulled back and would have stopped me out. So I would have gotten a net of 2 there. But I waited for the big candle here, and then it did what it did all morning. It reversed, and I got stopped out. So instead of -2, I would have been +2. If I was +2, then I would have stayed in the market, and I would have seen this setup, right? And it pulled back, and then it hit it and continued, and it was good for 8 points. So I would have had 2 and 8, and I might have got stopped out here, but I jumped back in when I did this live. So net of 8 points, net of 8 points. Okay, so that's Wednesday. So let's see what I write here. I took an L today, but it was sloppy with my entry. C number 1, legit, CZ, and half point signal candle. I would have 2 points net. Instead, I waited on the larger CZ to break and got reversed for -2. Okay. So that's the value of going back and looking at your trades. Okay, Thursday and Friday I didn't trade. All right, I didn't risk my money. Why? Because the prior day's session were so massive in terms of the range and how much the market went up and went down. Over 100 points both days. It went down 100 points on Wednesday due to the FOMC, and then it went up on Thursday. And by the time, it was just like I know that's not my environment. If you're a premium member, you get the daily morning trade briefing, and if it says stay frosty, if that's the trading category, then I would not trade, and that's exactly what I did. I did not trade on Thursday or Friday, and as you can see, the action isn't great, right? Here you've got a nice clean break, and then it pulled back and would have stopped you out, and there really wasn't much else. Here again, if you had made this a compression zone and it broke all the way up here and then it reversed, just not great. And if we go to today's action, if you tried it, you could have gotten in right there, but and you would have gotten 2 points. And then if you tried to get in here, okay, right, another nice compression zone, you would have got stopped out. So you would have netted 0, just paid commissions. But I didn't trade, no trade day, too much volatility. So that's a valuable lesson about, what is it I always say? Patience. All right, so now let's look at the, now we're going to look at the spreadsheet. Let me pull that up for you. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so this is based on 4 contracts, although we can change that. Let's just say you're just getting started and you just trade 2. Okay. All right. To trade 2 contracts, you only need $1,000 in your account. I would recommend having double that or $2,000 in your account. But look what would have happened, right? On Monday, you would have made $800. On Tuesday, you would have made $800. On Wednesday, you would have made $1,000. Overall, we made 24 points, okay? If you had made 10 contracts, that's a pretty damn good week, right? 10 contracts. You would have made $12,000 less your commissions. So, it's nice to have a spreadsheet like this, and you can kind of, just see what's possible. And that's with 2 days we didn't even trade, right? 2 days without any activity. So the net was 24 points. That's what's really important, not how much money you could have made, but how many points. We want to consistently make points each week. Not every day. Some days you're gonna have a bad day. Like I had a bad day Wednesday. I got sloppy, just coming back from vacation. I wasn't sharp, and that taught me a lesson, right? So that stop loss of 2 points taught me a lesson. That's the price of your education. Every time you get a stop, think of it as your price of education. So that's it for this week. I'll be back on Monday. I'll be making a trading video up probably on Tuesday, which will go out to everybody. And you'll get my newsletter. I already wrote it. It's pretty cool. Coming out on Sunday. And if you're interested in, if you sign up for the free newsletter, it's just go to traderdojo.com, and sign up. It's free. Not only do you get the newsletter and you get an email about the Tuesday trading video, but you also get a 10-part video course, which is 100 minutes long, which is good basic day trading information and some more specific details about the strategy I use, which is called CZMB, Compression Zone Momentum Break. And you just saw a bunch of charts where you saw that work really, really well. Okay, that's it for this week. Go ahead and have a great weekend. Get yourself refreshed and enlivened for Monday. See you then. Bye-bye.